basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out here with the option left. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mariota to throw it. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Mariota going to run on the option. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
On play action, Mariota. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 80,
O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Barkley. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3.
the gun. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
New York Giants.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Watch two. Watch the screen. Check safety. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check nickel. Slam.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike two. All right, D, let's
Off the bootleg. Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. As you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
You. Back. Check three.
Mariota on the keeper. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jabril picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
So nice number one. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike one. Now watch one. Jim.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made by Slayton. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 42 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
6 man. Check curls. Check three. Watch 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
6.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Mike 2. Hey, let's get that
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Giants 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down now, it's Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Succop's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. second half begins with a run from Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones now throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
We got 4. We got 4. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, it stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
By the wide receiver.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. On third down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll throw again. Mariota being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The Bucs trying on 4th down to come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Jones took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Jones on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To try again after the sack. Jones, open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10.
Makes the score Giants 13, Buccaneers 10. Graham Gano is set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
23 yards on the play.
Tampa Bay.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
They go play action. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half, but now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Jordan Willis.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Jones throwing after the interception. Going deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Giants. 56 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
At the 12-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
tonight.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bucs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.